Good afternoon.
Hello, Mr. Chairman Benton.
Yes, sir. We will give it a couple of minutes and we'll recommence the meeting that was recessed. We get another minute here and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Mr. Chairman, Matt Donaldson's here.
Hey, Mr. Donaldson, we
Hey
will
there.
commence the meeting here in a minute. I'm going to call the roll a second time to make sure that we have a quorum and can continue. But thank you for hopping on. We'll be as brief as we can.
Thank you. Jesse, I got to go. I'm in a meeting. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, everyone. It is 3:01 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and call back to order the called board meeting for the State Board of Education, the state of Georgia. We recessed this meeting on Monday until 3 o'clock today. At this time, to make sure that we have a quorum, I'm going to call the roll. If you are present, please signify by saying here or present. Mr. Frank Griffin.
I am present.
Mr. Scott Sweeney.
Present.
Ms. Finippetti. Ms. Finippetti. Mr. Matt Donaldson.
Here.
Did you get that? Hey, Finna? Hello? Hello?
Ms. Finna.
Hey, can you hear Finna? Hello?
Barely. Ms. Finna, are you here?
No, we were on the
We just supposed to call in?
yeah, let me give you the number. I'm on.
No,
Let me give you the number.
I can hear. Where is she? Is she on your phone, Helen?
No, she's on her iPad. Her phone, her iPad. She and I went in from yesterday's meeting and we're looking at each other. Hold on, let me give her this number, okay?
Okay.
All right, one.
Please mute yourself before you give the number.
What?
Please
Just
mute before you
mute
give the
yourself.
number.
Okay, let me mute.
I'll go ahead and continue roll. Dr. Standajarnit.
Present.
Mr. Leonte Benton. Ms. Lisa Kennemore.
Here.
Ms. Helen Rice, we know, is here. Mr. Scott Johnson.
All right,
Hear you in a minute.
okay.
Mr.
Bye-bye.
Scott Johnson. Mr. Mike Royal.
Here.
Mr. Mike Long. Mr. Mike Long. Ms. Martha Zoller.
Here.
Ms. Zoll, thank you. Mr. Johnson, are you present? Mr. Johnson.
I'm here, Jason. Oh,
Ms. Rice, I called you earlier. I knew you were helping Finna with the number. Thank you.
okay, all right. Uh-huh.
Mr. Long, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Mason. Mr. Benton? Ms. Petty, do we have you on the line?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have a quorum, and I thank you all for coming back to this meeting. At this time, it's my understanding that there is some action that may need to be taken through the Charter Committee. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Chairman of that committee, Mr. Scott Sweeney.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We do have a quorum of the Flexibility and Charter Committee. And
I'm here.
who just
Hello?
joined?
Sound like Mike Long.
Is Mike
there is a
Long,
board
Scott
member that just
Johnson, or
joined,
Leon?
Please identify
Scott
who
Johnson.
just joined.
Scott Johnson is here. Can you hear me?
Thank you. Yes, sir.
I've
Thank
been-
you.
I've been here. I thought
Okay.
I tried to answer the roll. Sorry about that.
It's fine. It's okay. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Sweeney.
Okay, thank you. So it's come to the attention of the board as a whole and the Charter and Flexibility Committee that there is new matters or items to consider relative to the museum school, DeKalb Museum Charter School petition. And with that, I'd like to turn this over to Ms. Tiffany Taylor. Ms. Taylor?
Good afternoon. So today the Charter Advisory Committee voted unanimously to recommend the Museum School of Avondale Estates for approval of a renewal of their charter contract for a 5-year term for July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2027.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor. Is there any discussion among the committee members? Hearing no discussion, without objection, the Charter and Flexibility Committee will move this forward to a discussion item for our action agenda. And I'll turn this back over to Chairman Downey.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Sweeney. And so what we have now is coming out of the Charter Committee. We have an action item and a recommendation from the department. And Ms. Taylor, if you will signify exactly what that recommendation is and what the action item is that needs to be taken by this board today.
The recommendation from the Charter Advisory Committee is to approve the Museum School of Avondale Estates for a renewal of their charter contract for a 5-year term beginning July 1st, 2022 and ending June 30th, 2027.
Do I have a motion at this time accepting that recommendation?
So moved.
Yeah, Mr.
Second.
Donaldson, I have a motion by Mr. Donaldson. Second, I believe Mr. Sweeney. Any discussion regarding this? I would like to say I sat in on the DeKalb County Board of Education meeting today. This was a unanimous vote with one abstention. And that's where we are today. The Charter Advisory Committee then met after that and gave their full approval as well. So if there's no discussion on this, let's just do a voice vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? It passes unanimously. Is there any further business that we need to take up today? I know that there was a personnel item that we were going to put on and pull from this agenda and put on the July agenda. So that will not be taken up today. Mr. Sweeney?
Yes, just for the unanimous vote, I want to make sure that give an opportunity for Leonte Benton or Mike Long to cast their vote in case they join the call late.
Yes, have we had anyone that has joined after we did the roll call? I know, Mr. Johnson, you came on board.
Is Kenneth with us?
Yes, Finna's on the line.
I believe everyone is with us, with the exception of Leonte and Mr. Long.
Okay.
Is Mr. Mason on the line?
That's who I was asking
Okay, Mr.
about.
Mason is absent as well. Okay. So we just have 3 that are absent, but otherwise it was an 11-0 vote. All right. Anything further, Mr. Sweeney, regarding that?
No, sir.
All right. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Well,
Scott
happy
Johnson.
4th of July.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Do I have a second? Who was the second from?
Second.
DeJarnett.
Dr. John. All right. Any discussion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed.
Jason?
We are adjourned, and I want to say thanks to everyone. The long and winding road. I appreciate this very much. Great work, everybody. And that's all.
Happy 4th, everyone.
Happy Independence
Happy
Day.
4th.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
See you, everybody.
Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.